There's an information that says that on April 18th, 2013, in Yellowstone County, Montana, you committed 9 different offenses. Now, counts 1, 3, 5, and 7 each charge you with negligent homicide felony. How do you plead to each of those 4 counts? And counts 2, 4, 6, and 8 each charge you with negligent homicide by accountability felony. How do you plead to each of those 4 counts? Count 9 charges you with tampering with witnesses and informants felony. How do you plead to that? This case falls before Judge Fagg, who will set it for trial. What is the bond situated?
Your Honor, bond was set amount of $150,000. No contact with the co-defendant, whose name is Robert Bottenhagen, the next on the calendar. We'd ask that bond remain in effect. The allegations in this case are that the defendant and the co-defendant went drinking at the Wild West. After being there, they ran into a friend who was one of the victims in this matter, and were allegedly invited back to the friend's home for an after party. Along with the co-defendant, there were 2 men and 2 women at the party. After those 4 individuals went to bed, it's alleged that the defendant and the co-defendant were lighting towels on fire. Apparently they stopped out most of it, but leave while there were still flames. They made no attempt to contact the occupants and warn them. The house burned down and all 4 occupants died of smoke inhalation. They alleged to have gone to a friend's home nearby, disclosed this information about the fire, and the next morning allegedly told this friend not to say anything. Bond is appropriate as set. It commiserates with the egregious nature of this offense. 4 young people are dead because of the actions of these individuals. They were engaged in extremely dangerous conduct and took no action to warn or help the others. They were willing to engage in behavior to compromise the investigation, justifies a high bond. This defendant was sentenced just weeks before for an open container and was on a suspended sentence. He is also unemployed.
Mr. Phillips.
I would suggest an amount of $50,000 in this case. Mr. Kern is a young man, only 21. I did not hear much in terms of any type of criminal history. I would also point out to the court that this is not a deliberate homicide charge, it's a negligent homicide charge indicating no criminal intent. He does have a home here in Billings that he can live with his mother, and she is here present in the courtroom and is willing to be a third-party custodian for him. We can provide that address and phone number to the court if you would like. $50,000 would be certainly a significant sum of money for a man who's only 21 years of age post, and it would be enough to ensure his appearance. And I think under the circumstances here, the court should consider not just the